Hi guys, welcome. I'm Jen Burson. Today's topic is going to be about hiring a coach or working with a coach, and when you know the time is right for you to seek outside help to support you with your goals, support you with your business, support you with integrating your business into your life. We're going to talk all about taking your skills to that next level. I'm a coach and I'm an award-winning coach. There's literally awards on the wall that I've been given for mentoring, but coaches need coaches too. And been running my agency for 19 years. Crazy. So I'm really confident in my ability to run my agency, but I'm also running this PR educational platform. There's so much to do to not just create great programs, powerful content, frameworks and strategies that will truly transform your business. But a lot of times people don't think about finding the audience. Where are the right people that could benefit from what I have to offer and what I've put together? So, and also delivering the content in a way that is powerful and impactful, that doesn't overwhelm you. And we've been doing this 10 or so years. And so I felt like it was time for me to finally call in some support with a business coach. And it's okay to admit you need help. I have no problem doing that in all aspects of my life. My team and I, along the way, we've done pretty well DIYing these past few years and putting things together ourselves. But I knew that I could help even more people if I could figure out how to streamline, how to market my programs more effectively. So I wanted to just talk openly about my decision to bring on outside help, business coaches, how I got here. How did I know that I needed help? How was I ready to take that in, and how you can find the best coach for you. I've had several coaches, but it's been a while since I've invested in myself that way and now felt like the right time. Sometimes you go through phases in your business and it feels like you're learning, you're planning, you're kind of absorbing and taking it all in. And then there are other phases where it's implementation. It's like, get out of my way. I'm ready to put what I've learned into play and make it happen. So after working with coaches for years, I finally was like, okay, I got to just sit and make this happen. So I've been doing that for several years, really focusing on implementation. Well, Miranda's my integrator. She is the community manager. We reviewed all of our data and we identified a couple of areas where we felt that we can improve. We had a bunch of ideas of things that might work, it could work, but we tried to determine exactly how to move forward. We felt a little out of our depth. We felt like we knew the content that we have to offer is amazing, and the feedback we get is excellent. People tell us all the time it's had a great impact on their businesses and their lives. But there's so many things that you have to consider, like different ways to get that content to people who need it. So we wanted to make sure we were sharing our content, our strategies, our resources in a way that is easy to digest, easy to understand, and really helps to get everyone getting their answers to their biggest questions. Sometimes you have to kind of think outside the box because we're so head down in our businesses that it becomes impossible to have that outside perspective. So that's where we felt we needed some support. We were looking at certain things in the business and saw some warning signs. So some warning signs that it might be time to seek out an online business coach is if you have hit a plateau in terms of your growth or your revenue, or both. They usually go hand in hand. Maybe you have new ideas of what to do next, but you're not really sure of the best option or the best way to tackle that will be the most efficient and effective for your audience or your clients. You feel burnt out and unmotivated. You want a more defined roadmap from someone who's an expert at growing your type of business. Or the other thing is you've kind of done trial and error and you don't really want to waste your time figuring things out. How do you get the most out of your online business coach partnership? When I started working with a new coach, I found it was really helpful to go into that new partnership with clear goals and priorities. So I thought through what I was looking to accomplish. Where had we struggled the most? We always ask our community members how we can improve. Sometimes we have people that will, let's say they leave the pitch lab, and we always say, like, what, no problem, we'll take care of you, but can you let us know what was behind your decision? Those are things that we take to a business coach and say, let's streamline. When I have my goals, my priorities set, the coach that I'm working with can hone in on what's going to move the needle most for me and for my community. And it was important for me to be clear about my goals and priorities before we even got on the phone, because I wanted to help them I wanted them to help me in a really specific way. The annual planning that my team and I did really helped with this process. It really helps to determine what you're trying to accomplish and what impact you want to make, what income you want to make, what overall goals and priorities you have. That's the bigger planning, and then you narrow down and you get into the calendar and overlay what it's going to take to do those things. So what are you going to look for in a coach? Now that you've had your goals and priorities and planning, and you're really thinking through, like, how am I going to do all of this and do it well? So once I realized that it was time to invest in an online business coach for the academy, I tried to identify specific things that I wanted from a coach. I didn't want to just work with anyone. It was a major priority for me to work with someone who can help me with my exact problem and with the process, and also it has to fit my price range. So price range, the container works for my time frame, and they're going to help me solve my specific problem. Before you start looking for your own coach, think through that yourself. Do the same. Think about what you want from them. Oftentimes people will find a random coach online who appeals to them in some way, and they'll think, oh, this person can probably help me. And they'll work within whatever options that coach has. But that's really not how you hire somebody that's going to work on your house, right? You figure out the exact project you want to complete. You determine the goals, the timeline, the budget, and you find someone that can work within that criteria. You want to ask yourself these questions when you're looking for a coach. What specific thing do I need help with? What are my main goals? It is important that you find a coach whose values align with your values. The best way to find an online coach is you've got your goals clear, you know exactly what you're looking for. Then I started reaching out to everyone that I could think of to see if they knew anyone that could be a good fit. I didn't want to just jump in with the first option that may work. After the research, reached out to a few potential coaches to get a feel for how we would work together. And some just ended up not being a good fit. And so we moved forward with the process, but it took a bit of time. And I finally discovered somebody who fit all of my needs, and we moved forward with them. And we're so excited to work with this new online business coach. So if you are looking to take your income, your impact, your business into a new level, sometimes you just plateau and you need an outside perspective. And if that's the case, think about working with a coach. Try to find someone who is there to solve your specific challenge. And I will say, just based on my experience, you also want to ensure that their values align with your values. I just think you want to follow somebody that has a life, values, vision that align with what you are trying to build. But working with a coach save you time, save you energy, and could truly take your life in a whole new direction. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thanks for being here, you guys. I really appreciate your time and hanging out with me today. Bye, guys.